Hello everyone, this is Karan and I welcome you again in our text. So today we are going to learn about the interrupts which are in the 8051. This is the feature built in the 8051. You can give interrupts in the 8051. So how to use this and how to handle this we gonna learn in this video. So before starting with this interrupt, I want you to clear this thing, is how interrupt works and what is the concept behind the interrupts. So interrupt is nothing but it actually its name only, it tells you how does it works. So interrupt is something which will make some disturbance, that wait, I have to do some task, then you continue your task. So this is how interrupt works. And for an example, suppose you are playing a game in your phone, and suppose one phone call comes on the phone, and then you will get notification that the call is coming, and that is the interrupt, that your call is coming, and you can accept that call or you can continue playing with your game. So suppose if there is no interrupt, then you will not get the call, the phone call. You will be just playing the game and you won't get the notification that you are getting some call. So this is why interrupts are very important. So this was very high example. We can use this in 8051 as turning on the LEDs or buzzers or any other tasks. So let me clear you the concept of the interrupt. So suppose this is your task, this is your main, okay. So whatever written over here, I am telling the compiler to run this code in this manner, and when this completes, go to the first line. So it will keep executing first line, second line, third line, fourth line, and again it will go to the first line, second line, third line, fourth line. I have told the compiler to do it for infinite loop, means until you wake up, keep doing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So compiler is doing this task continuously, and if suppose I want to queue the interrupt, so interrupt can be generated by hardware or software. So suppose I am taking the example of software over here. So suppose I have told after 15 milliseconds, or let's say after a 15 second, I want an interrupt over here. So I will design a program. Suppose this is my program. So whenever I will get the interrupt, my program will start executing these 3 lines. So it is keep executing these lines 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and suppose this happens 15 seconds now. Now for 0 second, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, and now for the 15th second it is been done, and suppose the compiler executed the second line, but 15 seconds has done, the time is over, time is completed. So it will jump from here to here, it will start executing 1 2 3, and it will again go back to where it has left the previous task. So it will start executing 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and time will again restart. And when the second time 15 seconds happen, wherever will be the program counter, it will come to the execute the ISR. So this is how our interrupt works. So this is the basic concept. Now let me tell you the types and how to handle the interrupts, how to control the interrupts. So let's go to the types first of all. So there are almost, I think there are 5 types, but six type is also there. I will show you the 6th type first. So types are divided into software and hardware interrupt. So first of all, I have told you the hardware interrupt. This is the 6th interrupt. I'm gonna explain. This is very simple interrupt. There is one pin in 8051, which is pin number 9. Whenever, and if you will see the operating circuit. This pin is bypassed with a switch. There is capacitor and a resistor to the ground. And this is VCC. So this is operating circuit of the 8051. Whenever you press this button, interrupt generates and your program gets started re-executing from the first line of your program. So this is the reset switch. So this is also an interrupt. So this was very simple interrupt. There was nothing to explain in this. This was very simple. Then the second interrupt comes. You see all the interrupts. I have which notes of the interrupts. So the interrupt is, I will call it IE0. This is the external interrupt 0. External interrupt 0. Then I will go, this is my first interrupt, I will say. Forget this. This is my first interrupt. And I will name it. We'll name it as 0. There is a reason why I am naming it 0. I will tell you. And then timer 0, which is a software interrupt. So this is the timer 0 interrupt. Then comes your IE1. IE1 is again the hardware interrupt. This is external interrupt. The name is 2. And then again comes the TF1, which is the timer 1. And then the last interrupt is a serial interrupt. So this is also comes in the software. So this interrupt we will learn in the UART, Universal Asynchronous Receiver Transmitter. When that topics comes, then I will explain the serial interrupt over there. So for now we are only concentrating in these 4 interrupts. So first of all, these are software interrupt, timer based. So if you learn the first one, the second one is the same. If you learn the first one, the second one is the same. So I have to just explain the 2 interrupts over here, which is software and hardware, timer and the external interrupt. So you have to understand why I am giving this in this order. Reset in not in our control. Reset is already provided. So which we can control is these 5 interrupts, and now we are just explaining these 4 interrupts to you. So first of all, I gave the name it to the 0. So you have to remember this number, or you can search on the Google. This has 0 number. So whenever you are writing the ISR, you have to mention this number in front of the ISR. ISR, how to write the ISR, I will show you in the programming. So you have to just keep this in mind, that this belongs to the 0 number, this belongs to the 1 number, this belongs to the 2 number, and this belongs to the 3 number, and this belongs to the 4 number. So you have to just keep this in your mind. So whenever you are enabling any interrupt, that time you have to mention the name. So the compiler will understand this number, and the compiler will understand this number, and it will execute that particular ISR. So for the interrupt, there is one register called IE, interrupt enable register. So this register has 8-bit register. First one is EA, second one is empty, third one is empty, and then ES, then ET1, EX1, ET0, and then EX0. So ES stands for the serial, ET1 it is for the timer 1, EX1 which is for the external interrupt 1, ET0 for the timer 0 interrupt, and EX0 is for the timer, the external interrupt 0. So this is the order of the I register. If you are, you can you can remember this order, or you can just remember these names. So if suppose I want to enable any interrupt, so I will do first of all EA equals to 1. If you want to enable any interrupt, any of the interrupt, first of all you have to make this one EA, you have to make EA 1. So it will tell the compiler that we are using interrupt. Which interrupt we don't know, but we are using the interrupt. So after that, the interrupt you want to use, you can make 1. Suppose I want to use the ET0, this is the timer 0. So I will make ET0 equals to 1. So now compiler will understand I am using an interrupt, okay. I am using a timer 0 interrupt. So this is how we initialize the interrupts. Suppose you are using this interrupt, then you can write EX0 equals to 1. So timer, the compiler will understand we are using two interrupts, ET0 and EX0. So this is for the interrupt. This interrupt register is to enabling the interrupts. So the rest of the things we will see in the programming, in the coding. There is nothing very difficult in the interrupts. In coding you will understand all the things. This video was just to give you some guidance about the interrupts and give you the basic concept about the interrupt. So I hope you learned something from this video. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. If you have any question, then please comment down below, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.